Britain's luckiest ever lottery winners.
Wow.
This is Jess and Joe Thwaite. They've just gone public about their huge win today. They're from Gloucestershire. They won a staggering total of more than £184 million. Wow. Yeah, that's interesting.
This week's been hard enough. Did you hear him say that at the end there?
Yeah, well, I mean, your whole life gets turned upside down, doesn't it? They've got two primary school-age kids.
Yes. We've been chatting about it all morning. Not one of us has said, I just was thinking about this, wow, lucky them.
No.
I don't envy them. No, I don't envy 184 million.
Not at all?
No. I think it's a huge responsibility to have that amount of money. Personally, I would feel like a real moral obligation to give a huge sum of that away. And then how do you give that away? You know, nothing is ever as easy as it seems. Like, you could want to treat everyone you know, pay off their mortgages, take them on holiday, do all of that. But then that skews all your relationships.
There's plenty mega wealthy people in the world. Do you think they all should have a moral obligation to give their money away?
No, I don't think anyone else should, but I think I would. I would feel morally obliged. I think whatever anyone else wants to do would be fine, but it wouldn't sit easy with me keeping 184 million quid.
Because it's just dropped in your lap? Do you think it's different if maybe
if I made 184 million quid, if I suddenly got a 10 blockbuster movie deal, now that I am double then I would... I always think, whenever you see people with these huge wages, I always think, oh, I wonder how much of that they give away. Because I think an awful lot of very rich people do, and they don't tell you.
Yeah. Would you feel that burden, Karen?
To give it away?
Yeah.
No.
I think the face said it all.
I wouldn't actually. No, I wouldn't feel like I had to. I probably would, because it's too much, and I wouldn't want the responsibility of all that money. £184 million is too much, I think, for one winner. And I've always said that the lottery should limit the winnings, so that... Imagine if 184 people won £1 million that week. I mean, it would be so much better, and people would be able to cope with that.
Yeah.
So, no, I mean, I probably would give it away. I probably wouldn't tell anyone, though. I wouldn't tell anyone, no, and I could get away with it because everybody thinks that I'm loaded, and I'm actually not. I'm not. I mean, I'm not poor, but I'm not loaded. Do you know what I mean? So I could probably get away with it. It's like, oh, go on holiday, you know, do this, spend. I've got loads of money. That kind of, do you know what I mean?
But it depends, you know, how you use your money. I mean, I thought it was really interesting why, you know, they explained why they went public, because obviously they have to tell their close family and friends, and then they would want to financially help their close family and friends. So why are all, you know, their friends suddenly selling their houses and moving into bigger houses, etc.? What are their kids going to say at school? So they were almost forced to kind of come out. I don't think they could have kept that secret, could they?
No, I suppose not. I think when I initially heard it, I was like, oh, God, I wouldn't say it, and why have they said it? They didn't need to say it. But what they're saying is true. People are going to be questioning you, and for the rest of your life, you're almost going to get wrapped up in this lie. And then at some point you're going to slip up, and it must be really stressful. I mean, there'll be people watching like, oh, 184 billion, how can it be stressful? And yes, that's true. But also, I think the reason for coming out, 100%, it would be so hard. But should they have to give it away? No. Will people expect them to? 100%. You know what I mean? Their friends and family aren't going to expect some.
Yeah, and don't you agree that once you've given friends and family, you've paid everything off for them, that relationship changes, the dynamic changes in that relationship.
It shouldn't do, though. It shouldn't do that. Because I think everyone would... You would give... I know, like, you don't feel like you have to, but I think you would. And I think, like... I think the right people that you give it to, I don't think your relationship will change. But if you give it to the wrong people, yes.
Does anyone remember Viv Nicholson?
Yeah, I interviewed her in a few...
Oh, you did?
Did you?
Yeah. Spend, she said. And I think she won £120,000.
Yeah.
And it was in the 60s, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And I remember her being in the news, and she just went on this massive...
She blew the lot.
Yeah, and then it ran out.
Yeah.
And that was it, wasn't it? I mean, you couldn't spend £184 million. No way.
No.
You do hear more stories of people finding it very difficult than people having the time of their lives. And I agree, 184 millionaires would have been...
But anyway, let's not wish misery on this poor couple.
No,
I mean, all they did was buy a lottery ticket like millions of other people do in the country, and their number came up, and I really hope that they manage it well and it enhances their life.
They made their bed, they can lie in it.
Cheers, my dears.
I'm joking.